Now on Coast TV News.
Parking challenges in the nation's summer capital. Why people say parking spaces, having more of them, is absolutely necessary.
Spring into summer, when and where you need to go to connect with businesses from our area who you can help with your warm weather projects.
And speaking of warm weather, that we may not have this weekend. Breezy beach blows throughout the entire weekend, and we're going to talk about the chances of rain along with a small craft advisory in our area.
This is Coast TV News at 5.
Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
I'm Charlie Sakaitis here at the Delmarva Sports Network Outdoor Expo. There's a lot we're going to show you in just a few minutes, so you're going to want to stick around.
All right, thank you, Charlie. We'll check back in with you in just a little bit. And joining me at the desk is Coast TV News anchor Mallory Metzner.
Hello and welcome to our News at 5. We begin tonight with parking solutions at the nation's summer capital.
Finding open parking in Rehoboth Beach during the summer, it kind of almost feels impossible, right? Over the course of the past few months, the city hired an engineering group called the Rossi Group. They've been coming up with ways to alleviate parking problems. At a recent mayor and commissioners meeting, the group recommended the city look into building a parking garage. Now, Coast TV News reporter Elisa Weber shows us why and where people in Rehoboth want the city to consider more spaces.
During the summertime, the nation's summer capital is filled with people and cars, which is why some people, like Cliff Fulmer, avoid coming to Rehoboth when the temperatures rise.
We generally don't come here in the summertime. It's the off season, or we don't go to the beach here.
Fulmer says his family would like to come here more in the summer, but the parking is too much of an ordeal.
It's just there's no parking. It's not the cost really. I wouldn't mind. I don't mind paying, but usually it's blocks away, or you got to get here so early. It's just so hard to park.
Which is why the Rossi Group has recommended the city look into creating more public parking, like a parking garage in the downtown area. The Rossi Group did not give a specific location recommendation, though many people have suggested changing the City Hall lot in the past to a garage. And Alan Talley, who also avoids coming to Rehoboth as much as possible during the summer, is in favor of this suggestion.
I think a parking garage is a great idea. Yeah, I mean, obviously it'll bring more people in here, that's for sure. But any additional parking would be great.
While a parking garage is just a concept right now, the Rossi Group also recommended the city look at how to add more parking spots.
Full spot, full spot, full spot, and more full spots. That's a common challenge drivers face when they come to Rehoboth Beach in the summertime. City commissioners say at this time they have not decided whether to move forward or not with the parking garage recommendation. But one thing people in the area say is more spots need to be created because more and more people keep coming to the nation's summer capital. In Rehoboth Beach, I'm Elisa Weber, Coast TV News.
This brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, where should a Rehoboth Beach parking garage go? Let's take a look at the results.
Let's take a look. And 78% agree with me. The City Hall lot. That'd be a great spot for it. Though you see side streets, Route 1, Beachfront, the median area, those are all getting a little bit of voting right now.
Yeah, lots of options here. So if you like one of those answers, just go to coasttv.com or our mobile app and share your thoughts with us. Speaking of parking, new in Ocean City, if you want to park here, you will have to pay. Ocean City Town Council voted unanimously to add head-in metered parking on 3rd and 4th Streets. There will be 26 metered spaces on 3rd Street between St. Louis Avenue and the Bay, and 25 metered spaces on 4th Street between St. Louis Avenue and the Bay. Paid parking will be between 7 a.m. and midnight.
Let's take a live look right now outside into Ocean View, or the poll again. Maybe it changed. We'll see that in a little bit. But now we'll check in with our First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams for a look at our forecast. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening. Poll popped up because I was busy voting myself, because I'm like, yeah, City Hall, that's where we want to go, right? Anyway, take a look at where we are right now, courtesy of our Tyndall Casual Furniture. Laurel, we're at 56 degrees with the winds out of the northeast at 7 miles per hour. Now, we are looking for the temperatures to fall to 55 degrees by 8 o'clock, down to 53 by 9 o'clock. Got a couple of housekeeping advisories to give to you. Coastal flood statement is active for Accomack, Somerset, and Wacomico. Stays in effect until 4 o'clock tomorrow morning for Salisbury, Westover, Lawson, and those areas. In addition to that, we are concerned about very gusty winds, and this is really the focal point of the forecast for today, dealing with the winds, which will stay active until 6 o'clock for Saturday, watching out for 25 to 30 mile per hour winds, and we have a couple of sprinkles still feathering its way towards us. I'm looking for more in the way of cohesive rain to move into our area by the time we get into midnight and early Saturday morning. But listen, you won't have to cancel all your weekend plans. I'll give you the timing of that rain coming up in a moment. Till then, back to you, Maddie.
Thank you, Paul. New today, jury selection is complete for former President Donald Trump's New York hush money trial. The end of jury selection paves the way for opening statements to start Monday. The main panel of 12, it's 7 men and 5 women. Around that same time the full jury was seated, a man set himself on fire inside the designated protest area outside of the courthouse. Police say that man is in critical condition.
In Washington, D.C., officials are saying very little following Israel's limited military strike against Iran. NBC's Alice Barr shows us how the White House is emphasizing that the United States was not involved.
Israel's anticipated counterstrike against Iran has landed, and at this point, what a source familiar described as a, quote, limited strike inside of Iran does not appear to be rapidly escalating the conflict. Iran activated its air defenses and is now downplaying the strike that Iranian media reports targeted a military base near a nuclear site that officials say was not hit. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken responding from the G7 meeting of world leaders.
I'm not going to speak to that, except to say that the United States has not been involved in any offensive operations.
A source familiar told NBC News Israeli officials gave the U.S. a heads up that a response was coming and that Israel is now assessing the effectiveness of the strike and the damage it may have caused. Last weekend, Iran launched a barrage of drones and missiles toward Israel, shot down by Israeli forces along with the U.S. and other allies. That unprecedented and unsuccessful assault came in response to an Israeli attack on Iran's embassy compound in Syria, and Iran had warned that any further Israeli action would trigger an immediate counterattack. A wave of world leaders today pressing for both sides to step back from the brink.
We have been very, very clear from here, from the beginning, that we do not want to see this conflict escalate.
All of this ongoing as the U.S. House is preparing to vote on Saturday on new military aid for Israel, as well as Ukraine and Taiwan in separate packages. The Ukraine aid putting House Speaker Mike Johnson's job at risk from far-right members of his own party. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
The Delaware Alliance of Latino Entrepreneurs, also known as DALE, and La Plaza Delaware are hosting the Spring into Summer Small Business Expo this weekend. Over 130 businesses, ranging from supermarkets to construction companies and party decorators, will gather this Sunday at Cape Henlopen High School from 1 to 6. Viridiana de Leon, the co-owner of Stone Nation Granite and Marble, is returning to the expo after a successful participation last year. She told CoastTV News she is looking forward to reconnecting with the community at this event.
I feel like this is a very huge opportunity for us to be part of and be able for other potential customers to see our work and have that first impression with potential customers of who you are as a business owner, who you are as a company, and who you are within the community.
Remember, the expo is this Sunday from 1 to 6 p.m. and it's free to the public. We have a full preview tonight on CoastTV News at 6. Well, happening right now, the DSN Outdoors Expo, it's still well underway at the Delaware State Fairgrounds.
It is, Maddie. It's an event full of exhibits and activities for outdoor enthusiasts. We now turn to CoastTV News anchor Charlie Sakaitis, who is live at the expo in Harrington, enjoying that outdoor fun.
I want to tell you guys a little bit about Charlie's life goals. First, I need to get a house that has a yard. Then I got to get one of these amazing tractors we have here. We're here out at the Delmarva Network's Delmarva Sports Network Outdoor Expo. I'm going to take you on a little tour here. You can see back in this direction, we've got a whole bunch of bikes. They're incredible. I can also tell you they are incredibly loud. They've been firing them up a little bit. You look over this way, we've got more stuff going on, some boats if that is your favorite thing to do. Now, if you're not here now, you got a little bit of time after the newscast, you could make it down. It closes tonight at 8. Tomorrow they're going to run things from 10 a.m. to 4. Now we're going to have a little bit of a walk and talk here on Facebook Live right after our newscast, so you can check us out for that. And we'll be back with more in the 6 p.m. newscast. For now, I'm Charlie Sakaitis for Coast TV News.
All right, Charlie, thank you. And again, like Charlie mentioned, it's open till 8 o'clock tonight, so you still have time to get up there. Or all day tomorrow, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And for more information about the expo, including very specific vendor information, you can visit our website. Coming up, how you can get involved in shaping regulations for fishing.
And we have choppy coastal caution as we examine the warnings that continue to bring us rough seas, along with the small craft advisory that's active for this weekend.
Digging into another weekend along the coast, stay tuned for Earth Day events and all the other cool things to do.
Discover why Gateway Subaru is Delmarva's destination dealership, earning our customers' trust and exceeding expectations. No matter where you live, experience the Gateway difference with our no-pressure sales approach and fair, honest pricing. Plus, Gateway has more in-stock Subaru inventory to choose from than other dealers have combined. Need service fast? Our quick service lane is always ready. No appointment needed. Gateway Subaru, just minutes from the beaches in the heart of Delmarva. Higher standards.
You do game nights. You do dinners worth sharing. You do movie marathons. At Johnny Janosic Outlet and Clearance Center, we help you do you for less. Get this reclining sofa just $599.95. This twin bunk bed set just $549.95. Or this 7-piece dining set just $649.95. You know what you want, so you do you with a little help from Johnny Janosic Outlet and Clearance Center.
Washington, D.C. is a mess.
There's no common ground. The left, the right, they're just shouting all the time, and no one's listening.
What a mess.
But now who is going to clean it up?
Republicans and Democrats are arguing all the time, and nothing gets done.
And it shouldn't be this way. It doesn't have to be this way. Enough is enough. And it's why I'm running for the U.S. Senate, to be a voice of common sense. I'm Larry Hogan. I approve this message because it's time we stop the partisan BS and get stuff done.
Give your backyard a cozy enhancement with Patio Systems in Lewis, Delaware. Integrity is the pillar of our craft. With quality craftsmanship to transform your yard or deck into a custom oasis, providing you comfort all year round. Take control of the elements with the Shore's best selection of pergolas, retractable awnings, screen and glass enclosures, and a wide selection of modern decking and railing systems personalized your way. For exceptional workmanship at reasonable prices, contact Patio Systems, your backyard living specialist. Locally owned and operated since 2001.
This is Coast TV News at 5.
The cleanup countdown is on. Earth Day has been celebrated since 1970. There's lots of green events to attend and other cool things to do this weekend, one of which is at Dogfish Head, which, full disclosure, a member of the board of Coast TV's parent company, Draper Media, is a co-founder of Dogfish Head. Mallory Metzner has your cool things to do.
There are a lot of ways to get outside and give back to Mother Nature all Earth Day weekend long. On Saturday, the Fenwick Island Environmental Committee's cleanup is at 8:30 a.m. Enjoy Earth Day Kids Crafts at the DuPont Nature Center in Milford from 10 to 4. The 3rd Annual Nature Festival in Trap Pond State Park runs from 11 to 3. On Monday, meet at the Slaughter Beach Pavilion for cleanup events starting at 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. Dunes or Defense Hike in Fort Miles will tell you how the Great Dune contributed to coastal defense. And from 10 to 4, Delaware Defense Day will honor those who secured the home front during World War II. Fort Miles is coming to life with artillery demonstrations, a flyover, and the recreation of a submarine surrender ceremony. Saturday is Record Store Day. Dogfish Head will have live music in Rehoboth and Milton and a vinyl pop-up shop in Milton on Sunday. Join the Delmarva Sports Network at the Delaware State Fairgrounds for the DSN Outdoors Expo on Friday and Saturday. There will be demonstrations, prizes, food trucks, classic cars, and live wrestling. Also at the Delaware State Fairgrounds, the Bay Country Figure Skating Club's Disney Princess-themed ice show called When You Wish Upon a Star has showtimes Friday and Saturday. Walk for Autism this Saturday from 9 to 1 at Hudson Fields. Autism Delaware says there are multiple start times and a virtual option. The Rehoboth Beach Convention Center is transforming into a fashion show. Models, including CoastTV news anchor Matt Pensick, will strut down the runway wearing the latest formal fashions from local boutiques. The fashion show is this Sunday from 4:30 to 7 p.m. Empty bowls are fighting hunger in Sussex County. The Rehoboth Beach Sunrise Rotary Club says 300 artisan-crafted bowls will be on display at Love Creek Elementary on Sunday for people to take home. Local landscapers, home improvement and cleaning service companies, party supply companies, and other businesses are meeting at Cape and Lopin High School. The Spring into Summer Small Business Expo is organized by the Delaware Alliance of Latino Entrepreneurs and La Plaza, Delaware. It takes place from 1 to 6 p.m. this Sunday. Dig into Earth Day. Lewis and Bloom planted 30,000 tulips for the Tulip Festival, and you can dig up the bulbs to plant in your own garden Monday at 8 a.m. Denrec says other ways to celebrate Earth Day are planting a tree or cleaning up on your own. For event registration pages, tickets, and required supplies to Earth Day events, go to the article on CoastTV.com.
Coast TV and the First Alert Weather Team. Your safety, our commitment.
Our soldiers are heroes who protect our country. But when they come home, it's up to us to help our heroes. Now, during FH Fur's Spring into Giving campaign, for every $29 cooling system tune-up we perform, we'll donate that amount directly to Wounded Warrior Project. FH Fur Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical. Call 877-CALL-FUR or visit FHFur.com to schedule your $29 cooling system tune-up. And use hashtag SpringIntoGiving to share how you're giving back.
At Coastal Comfort, we know there's no place like home. That's why we're committed to ensuring total comfort for a totally happy home. As a premier Carrier factory authorized dealer, we're dedicated to providing reliable service and the best savings. Like now, through the end of May, with purchase of a qualified Carrier system, you can instantly receive up to $1,900 off. You could also qualify for up to $2,000 in federal tax credit. Coastal Comfort, a Carrier factory authorized dealer serving Maryland and Delaware. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Have you been putting off correcting your smile?
Consider Smiles Correct Clear Aligners from Tillman Orthodontics.
We'll reach out to your insurance for you.
And provide interest-free in-house financing.
I got free financing and made easy monthly payments.
Smiles Correct Aligners are made right here at Tillman Orthodontics.
Unlike other clear aligners, at Tillman Orthodontics, the materials, the contours, and the treatment plans are fully customizable.
A customized plan just for me.
Did the sun come out or is it my smile?
You can only get Smiles Correct at Tillman Orthodontics, so call today.
There are too many areas in Maryland elected officials seem to have a hard time finding. Not David Trone. His family came from Cambridge, right by the Choptank River that he used to fish in as a boy. If you're going to stand up for people who too often feel ignored and left out, you have to show up. David has. From Eastern Shore to Mountain Maryland and back, every Marylander deserves a voice, and David intends to carry yours all the way to the U.S. Senate.
I'm David Trone, and I approve this message.
Over 14,000 people per day are affected by water damage in their home or business. Even a small leak from a water heater, washer, refrigerator line, or even HVAC drain can cause lasting damage. Response time is critical. Paul Davis has a team of certified experts on call 24/7 to stop the water, mitigate damage, and work directly with your insurance to quickly restore your home or business. If you see peeling paint, stains, mold, or smell a musty odor, call Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Here at North Bay Marina, we know that boaters have the most fun.
If you remember, we said today would be gloomy, drizzly, and gray, and true to form, here's where we are. It looked like Monday, but remember, it's Friday. So it's still a glorious sachet into the weekend. Our Gateway Subaru camera, we're looking overcast. Waves a little bit active, and there's a reason for that, which I'll get to in a moment. We're at 50 degrees, winds out of the northeast at 5 miles per hour. We'll drop to 51 by 7 o'clock, and most of the light rain should come to an end by then. Why are the waves so active? Small craft advisory is active 25 to 30 mile per hour winds until 6 o'clock along the Sussex County coast from Ocean City all the way down towards Chincoteague. But not only that, we have a coastal flood statement active for places like Hallwood, Parksley, and down towards Melfa, but it's also active for all of Accomack, Somerset, Wacomico, and this stays a concern until 4 o'clock in the morning. That's inclusive of, Eden, Polk Road, as well as Quantico. In addition to that, we have a newly issued coastal flood advisory for Dorchester. It's also going to stay active for us until 4 o'clock, particularly for places like Cambridge and towards Linkwood. So we're a little cautious as far as the possibility of flooding in low-lying areas. But the rain that's pushing across, that's not the culprit. That's just a little extra icing on this so-called flood cake. All this is going to continue to swing right on through. We have the advent of a warm front just ahead of the cold front, and that mixture of air is going to keep it unsettled going into the late night hours, which is why we're watching out for some midnight rain till, let's say, midday for Saturday. We had a high of 56 in Georgetown and in Ocean City. We're right now at 53 degrees in Milton, 52 in Millsboro and Milford, 50 degrees right now in Lewis, 49 in Rehoboth Beach. This evening, if you're going out, remember, it's going to be chilly tonight, okay? So you're going to need long sleeves, maybe a hat just to keep the drizzle off your hair, and then a warm beverage, always right on time with chilly conditions. You see, overnight, we're looking for cloudy skies persistent until we get to like midnight, okay? A spot of sprinkles towards Seaford. Then we watch out for another wave of rain, light but encompassing all areas by 7:30. All right. We may see a heavy shower along Highway 50 down towards Willard by 9:30. But then everything should begin to clear out pretty quickly. You may have one sliver of a sprinkle or two along Highway 9 by 1:30, but then everything clears out pretty quickly and efficiently. Winds, that will be our next concern. Out of the west-northwest at 23 miles per hour for Saturday. And Sunday, the same situation, but kind of converging for us by that time as well. And then winds are pouring out of the northwest for Monday. Our sneeze cast has gotten better. We've gone from extreme to just high on trees and medium for the grass. So our boardwalk forecast, we're looking for it to stay cloudy. And then we anticipate the amount of rain staying light, less than a half an inch in most areas. So with that in mind, we're looking at temperatures dancing around in the 50s or so. So our forecast for tonight is 49 with increasing moisture, morning rain for tomorrow. And then on Sunday, scattered clouds. Remember, a very chilly start in the morning time. Here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling Extended Forecast. Remember, the DSN event, it's going to be tomorrow, so you can still get another day in.
Thank you, Paul. Happening now, Maryland's Mid-Atlantic Fishery Management Council is looking for fishermen to serve on its advisory panels for the next 3 years. Follow me on this. Advisory panels, they provide information and recommendations to the council while management plans are being developed. Panels are made up of commercial fishermen, recreational fishermen, environmentalists, and just people who are simply interested in fishing. The state says most advisory panels meet 1 or 2 times a year. Applications are due April 26th.
Still ahead, Salisbury police investigating a shooting. What we know today next on Coast TV News at 5.
You may think your home's crawl space is okay, but chances are it's not. Mold, pests, and rotting beams can all cause problems for your home and for your family. The good news is your home's crawl space problems can be fixed permanently, so you and your family can rest easy. Because crawl space problems won't get better with time, but they will get better with us.
Call Dry Zone today for your free estimate.
Brought to you by Dry Zone, your local crawl space experts.
Hurry in, they're going fast. Find your perfect pair at the largest Birkenstock store on the shore. Just comfort shoes, Coastal Highway, Rehoboth Beach, and downtown Rehoboth Beach.
Are you having one of those days where everything that can go wrong does? Meet Preston, a normal guy with extraordinary bad luck. This is where the law office trap nickel steps in. We've got your back, even when you fall on it. Our skilled personal injury team is committed to defending your rights and converting adversity into significant compensation. Don't hesitate. Get the justice you deserve. The law office of Trap Nickel. Your priority is our priority.
From the ground, your roof may appear to be in good condition, but what's really going on up there? At Precision Exteriors, we use cutting-edge drone technology to conduct a free 21-point roof inspection, detailing what's good or not so good about your roof. Got storm damage? We are experts working with insurance companies to quickly repair any damage.
I highly recommend Precision Exteriors. They've done 3 roofs for us and done an excellent job.
Measure twice, cut once, and always do it with precision. Precision Exteriors.
Hurry in, they're going fast. Find your perfect pair at the largest Birkenstock store on the shore. Just Comfort Shoes, Coastal Highway, Rehoboth Beach, and downtown Rehoboth Beach.
Truck Month continues at Preston Ford. Come in and see why we always say trucks cost less in Preston. For a limited time, you can get 1.9% financing for 72 months on the 2023 F-150. With over 250 F-Series in inventory, including F-150s, Lightnings, and Super Duties, we are confident that we have the perfect truck for you. Don't forget to ask about Preston Ford's mobile service van. Browse the entire selection and services online at PrestonFord.com. Don't miss Truck Month deals at Preston Ford. Remember, trucks cost less in Preston.
Weather brought to you by Paul Davis Restoration, your storm damage experts, here to help now.
In regional news, Salisbury police are investigating a shooting that happened Thursday night. Police were called to the 300 block of South Boulevard just before 9 p.m. Officials say they found a 23-year-old man who had been shot. Police are asking anyone with information to contact the Salisbury Police Department.
In your traffic news, there will be nighttime closures starting next week in Kent County, but the Milford area specifically. That's Northeast Front Street between Washington and Rehoboth Boulevard. There will be lane closures Sunday, April 28th through Saturday, May 4th. That work is happening 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. for paving. We'll be right back.
Don't accept no for an answer. You deserve a second chance. Alton's in-house financing works with you to get the furniture you deserve, helping families on Delmarva with their furniture needs for over 75 years. Have you been to Alton Brothers in Salisbury lately?
Not happy with your utility bill? Help save energy by replacing your outdated, inefficient windows. At Spicer Brothers, we install new replacement windows and new construction series windows, built for extreme weather and high energy efficiency. And quality installation is just as important as the window itself.
And you can have peace of mind on your new windows with the Spicer Brothers Platinum Plus lifetime warranty.
And right now, buy 2 windows and get 1 free. Plus, no interest and no payments for 18 months. Spicer Brothers, because you deserve the best.
For 30 years, I've been fighting for Maryland.
The man with the guts to stand up to Biden, Robin Ficker.
Biden's let 7.2 million illegals into our country. That's more than all of Maryland. I'll stand with President Trump to secure the border, declare war on the cartels, and ban welfare for illegals.
Veteran, conservative fighter, Robin Ficker for Senate.
I'm Robin Ficker, and I approve this message.
Spring cleaning is underway with Airbase Carpet and Tile Mart Flooring Supercenters.
The selection is incredible.
The salespeople take the time to find what I want.
Freshen up your home and save more on new floors. Thousands of styles in the aisles for miles. Everything is in stock to take home today for less. Simply pick, pay, take it away, or we'll install it as soon as you say for free. Available, affordable, at your service. Airbase Carpet and Tile Mart Flooring Supercenters.
My dry eyes made me a burning, stinging 5 times a day.
Makeup smearing, drops user.
I want another option. That's not another drop.
Tyrvaya. It's not another drop. It's the first and only nasal spray for dry eye. Tyrvaya treats the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease fast by helping your body produce its own real tears. Common side effects include sneezing, cough, and throat and nose irritation.
Relying only on drops? Not me. My own real tears are my relief.
Ask your eye doctor about Tyrvaya.
Do you like fluffy stuff? Alton Brothers has the fluffy sofa, fluffy chase, fluffy sectional, and fluffy swivel chair in all the fluffy colors. Get fluffy at Alton Brothers Home Furnishings in Salisbury today.
Well, when you look outside, you think that gray is the new sunshine, right? But it's going to stay gray for the rest of the day and early tomorrow, but not for the whole weekend. So we'll drop into the lower 50s for later on tonight. We do have the small craft advisory active along the coast until 6 o'clock, watching out for 25-mile-per-hour winds. Coastal flood statements active for Accomack, Somerset, Wacomico. By the way, you can keep up with the weather by calling our weather line at 443-880-9100. Sponsored by Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico. And here's a look at your exclusive Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling 10-day forecast. By the way, don't forget, we have the DSN event that will kick off for Saturday as well. You can still make it tonight till 8 o'clock, and then it opens up tomorrow morning as well. And we're going to stay a little bit below the norm for all of next week. but still nice.
All right, Paul, thank you, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 5.
For more news and local weather, download the Coast TV News app.
Inside Edition is up next.
And we'll see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 6. Have a great night.